Well, welcome to this latest wildfire update. And this time, Long Island's been affected by numerous wildfires today due to the conditions. Obviously, the wind's much stronger today than they've been yet. And we're going to go right now to the latest on this story here. News 12, luckily, covering all this stuff going on. Medford Fire Department responds to a brush fire at the 12 Pines Park. And this is in the Pine Barrens. A brush fire there. It looks pretty sizable, too.
On scene in Medford, News 12's Tama Ponton is there. And Tama, what's the latest from out there?
Well, Joe, racing is right and an active scene right now. I'm going to step out of the way. Take a look at what is going on here in Medford. Crews here in the woods behind 12 Pines Park. This very active scene that's been going on for the last few hours is not the only fire that crews are working on putting out today here in Medford.
Yeah, there are two fires in Medford.
Smoke billowing into the sky could be seen for miles in Medford as crews work to put out this fire behind 12 Pines Park. This is a closer look at this fire, and you can see these flames right in the grass and brush just feet away from the baseball field fence.
Pines right there.
Sirens sounding all day long here in Medford as crews race from one brush fire to another. Crews were alerted to this fire a little after 3 o'clock today, and they've been here since, working to get it under control.
Yeah, they're in the Pine Barrens.
And shockingly, they were wrapping up at another brush fire before coming here. That fire was burning in the woods behind homes on Bloomington Street.
It's a very fast-moving fire in the woods, so we got to get in there and take care of it as quick as we can.
The Medford fire chief says the call for that fire came in around 11:30 a.m.
You can see the brush trucks.
So scary. The large, fast-moving brush fire spread through about an acre of the woods. The chief says it took 14 different departments to work together and put that fire out.
This could be very dangerous. These fires are very manpower intensive due to the daytime response or the overnight response.
Residents we spoke with say they can hardly believe what's happening right behind their homes.
I was smelling like burn, but I thought it was like normal. Some like chimney was going off until I see the whole fire department coming to my house.
And as the smell of smoke continues to hang in the air here in Medford, hours after this fire was reported, Joe, I can tell you right now, Suffolk police confirming there is another fire in Yaphank, this one at Horseblock Road and Yaphank Avenue. Fire crews very busy tonight here in Suffolk.
So I'll show you where all these wildfires are. Can I just pause that? All right. I'll show you where these wildfires are at right now so we can kind of show you what's going on here. As we show you what's going on in the news, as Long Island is now being affected by this. So this is 12 Pines Park over here, and this is where the fire took place. This is where they were set up right over here in this area. So the fire took place in these woods right here. You can see here, looks like a sand pit of some sort here. And this is where the fire took place. So right over here. This is the 12 Pines Park right over here. You can see these are Pine Barrens over here, so not a surprise. Probably somebody careless with the cigarette that started it. But yeah, this is 12 Pines Park over here. So you can see there are a lot of pines over here in this area. I don't know, I got to think 12 Pines Park. It's like there are a lot more than 12 here. But go to the case. So there's this wildfire, right? And then there was another one. The other one was over here at, off Bloomington Street. So in these woods over here, which is where they were showing, there was another wildfire in this area here. So in this area here, there's a wildfire as well. In these woods behind these homes here, there was a wildfire as well. So again, I was seeing a lot of fires, and without any rain, and we really didn't get enough to really make a difference. So we're seeing, of course, a lot of pitch pines over here. So this is the kind of environment, the Pine Barrens environment, the fires tend to get out of control in. And then they said there was another one on Horseblock Road and Horseblock Avenue or something. Horseblock Road and Yaphank Avenue, is that what you said? Let's rewind that for a moment. I'll have to reload this. I'm going to reload it. It's annoying they did that now. It's like I gotta go. Where's the other one at?
After this fire was reported, Joe, I can tell you right now, Suffolk police confirming there is another fire in Yaphank, this one at Horseblock Road and Yaphank Avenue.
Horseblock Road and Yaphank Avenue. So, yeah, right in this area right here, another wildfire in this area too. So 3 new wildfires on Long Island, at least that we know of, started today. Relatively small compared to what's going on in New Jersey, but it's only a matter of time before things could get out of control. You can see again a lot of pines here, and again the pines will do just fine. They can tolerate fire, but it's when it impacts our infrastructure that's another story entirely. And there were some fires over the weekend as well. You already know about the Baiting Hollow fire, but you don't know about this one that happened. This was on Sunday. There was a fire that was actually south of Pulaski Street and north of the railroad tracks. And it's in an area where homeless people sometimes camp. So now it's totally becoming like California. You're having homeless people starting wildfires. The Riverhead Fire Marshal responded to investigate. They found debris, including tires, burning there. Yeah, probably started by the homeless. And then there was another fire, also at Calverton Shooting Range off Nugent Drive. Riverhead brush trucks went directly from Pulaski Street fire to the shooting range in Riverhead. Riverhead called Manaville for mutual aid because they were still dealing with hot spots flaring up in the woods along the Soundfront Bluffs and Baiting Hollow, just east of the Friars Head Golf Course, which was where there was a large brush fire, or should I say wildfire. They love to use the term brush fire. I call it a wildfire because it's in the woods. It's a wildfire. Stop using the word brush fire. I don't know. This is like something Long Island. They like to call these brush fires. They're really wildfires. All right. So I'll show you where these fires were now. And this fire was out in Riverhead, Pulaski Street. All right. So this one was Pulaski Street, south of Pulaski Street and north of the railroad tracks. So, yeah, in this area of woods right here. Yeah, you probably have homeless people camping out in here. So it's this area of woods right here. Yeah. That area they're showing, I'm kind of familiar with it. It's right over here. There's actually some power lines there, too, I think. Yeah, it's this area right here. So, yep, there was a fire there and there, too, as well. So, and Pine Barrens here, of course, and then the other area was off the Calverton Shooting Range, Nugent Drive. We don't know. Probably started by, I really don't think these ranges should be operating now. I think they should be shut down because firing bullets can create a spark. They can create a wildfire. They really should be shutting these ranges down. So now we go to New Jersey, and we talk about the Jennings Creek wildfire, which is not only in New Jersey, but also in New York. It is also actually started in Orange County, New York, and went to New Jersey.
12 is back on the ground in West Milford, where New Jersey's largest wildfire burns. And at last check, just over 2,000 acres now scorched. Only 30% is contained.
2,000 acres
and
on the New Jersey side.
As we have reported, this fire is also burning across state lines in New York's Hudson Valley. New York State Park Police say 5,000 acres are burned. Only 10% is contained.
So 5,000 acres
the firefighters working around the clock. They're trying to get those flames under control. News 12 New Jersey's Naomi Yane is in West Milford.
I can't ever remember a fire crossing state lines like this.
Near East Shore Road, and in this area you can see and smell the smoke in the air. And while crews continue firefighting efforts, officials are reminding folks who live in this area or visitors to the area of park closures and local street closures like here along East Shore Road. And operations are a little different today because of the 35 to 40 mile per hour winds we're experiencing today. The wind speed, its direction, and even the drop in temperature all impacting firefighting efforts today, right? Rough terrain already making firefighting efforts tough, but the wind added another layer of difficulty today. Burning out or backburn operations were suspended because of the wind gusts. Helicopters dumping water grounded
See some
because
scattered
of the wind.
white pines
However,
and pitch
cooler
pines in there in the
temperatures
mix.
aiding in the fight tonight.
As the temperatures drop, the humidity will come up a little bit more, thus allowing the fuels to absorb a little bit of the ambient moisture in the air, and thus allowing them to moisten a little bit and slow down fire progression. Again, first responders reminding folks of closures at Long Pond Iron Works State Park, the Monksville Reservoir, and Green Turtle Pond, all closed, as well as trails in the Ringwood Manor section of the park.
Yeah, you don't
and
want
that's
to be
the
walking
latest
around in
here
there, that's
from
for sure.
West Milford. Naomi Yanni, News 12 New Jersey. I'll send it back to you in studio.
It's really bad, really bad. And in New Jersey, the drought is so bad that they may consider water restrictions as well.
Conditions continue to worsen. There's still no signs of any significant rain in the future. News 12 New Jersey's Jim Murdoch sat in on an emergency DEP meeting today as talks remain ongoing to raise the level of severity.
According to state climate experts, New Jersey is running about a foot below normal when it comes to rainfall over the last 3 months. And you can see the effect it is still having on reservoirs like this one here in Brick Township.
Shocked. I come here all the time to run and walk. I have never seen the water this low.
Exposed sand at the Brick Reservoir, similar conditions at the Glendola Reservoir in Wall Township.
This is serious.
Climatologist David Robinson sounds the alarm during this emergency DEP drought meeting.
Along came a map I never thought in my 30-plus years as state climatologist I would see, and that was essentially a shutout for precipitation in the month of October.
It comes as folks like Katie Newman deal
really
with
bad.
the effects of the drought, fires, and all that smoke.
I opened my back door and I said, who's doing a fire? And then I turned on the news and found out. And we're members of that shotgun club, so we were very concerned to hear that that had happened right there.
New Jersey remains in a drought watch, which means increasing awareness and encouraging voluntary water reductions. A drought warning is the next level, with stronger wording and more potential actions.
And a section of the area, the Pinelands over to the coast, an extreme drought.
Yeah,
That's
extreme
something
drought.
one wouldn't expect more than once every 20 to 50 years.
Well,
We're still not
as
at
we
the
deal with
most
the climate
extreme
crisis,
level of
it's gonna
drought
keep
in New
getting
Jersey.
worse.
That would be known as a drought emergency, and it can only be issued by the governor. That's when you would see mandatory water restrictions coming to a region near you. We're by the Brick Reservoir in Ocean County. Jim Murdoch, News 12.
Yeah, so we may see that start coming to New Jersey, for sure. And then just an unrelated thing, though I'm sure this doesn't help. Amtrak service suspended between Penn Station and after a fire near the tracks. No doubt, possibly helped along by the drought.
The rest of the night, that is where we begin. I'm Natalie
No
Pascarella.
Amtrak.
Chuck Scarborough. A transformer fire that you just saw in the Bronx is causing a big commuter headache. It's in Parkchester, and it's causing power problems for Amtrak. For passengers going to and from New Haven, Connecticut, service is suspended for the rest of the day.
Let's get to News 4's Chris Jose live in Parkchester at this hour with the investigation into what happened, Chris.
Natalie and Chuck, we're on Bronxdale Avenue near Pierce Avenue. The road here reopening in the last hour. This investigation just getting started. Worth noting the fire is out. The FDNY describing this as a 3-alarm fire. Take a look at this video that we shot earlier this afternoon. Here's a closer look at the flames next to the train tracks, which is causing major disruptions on the rails and the roads. For several hours today, we saw plumes of smoke over the area, the wind shifting it in multiple directions. The FDNY expected to provide an update soon, but warehouse employees tell us a transformer blew around 2 p.m., which caused a brush fire along the train tracks. There's also a parking lot nearby. Firefighters.
Amtrak is always having so much problems with their system. It's like JCP&L is basically their electric company. It's just, I mean, it's ridiculous. And now this fire, which is going to cause issues with public transit. Well, it's not affecting Metro North. That's the good news. It's just Amtrak.
It's also putting out at least 2 car fires. Here's a look at Moynihan Train Hall, where there are several frustrated travelers tonight. We met some folks heading to both Connecticut and Massachusetts. Amtrak announcing service is suspended for the rest of the night between New York Penn Station and New Haven. Currently, there is no estimate for when normal operations will resume.
Well, I'm supposed to be there for a work meeting tomorrow morning, so
Can't they run out of Grand Central?
Call my manager and see what's going on. I don't really know what my options are. I'm just picking up on this now.
Right now, we're just trying to figure it out at this point. So, working with each other to see what's the next best approach.
Metro North says it's cross-honoring tickets tonight. There's a warehouse just to my left here, Con Edison, also just down the block from us. There were some evacuations today. No injuries were reported.
So let's see where this is. This is Parkchester. Parkchester. So let's go to Parkchester now and take a look and show you where this is. It's Chester. Gotta find Parkchester. I don't know this area very well. Let's just... It's in the Bronx. So it's in over here, and the Amtrak. Gotta find Amtrak here. All right, this is Amtrak here. Oh, so this is the substation's gonna be along the track somewhere over here in Parkchester. So whatever the case is, this is just affecting Amtrak, though. It's not affecting Metro North, from what I understand. Which means this would be the line. This is not Metro North, this line here. This is just Amtrak, I think. Yeah, it's the line that goes over the Hellgate. Yeah. So it's this line here that goes over the Hellgate that's disrupted here from this fire. Not a wildfire, but it's still, not, definitely helped along by all these ridiculously dry conditions. I mean, it's been causing a lot of structure fires, too, because everything is just so dried out. I'm not sure exactly where this substation is exactly. We're trying to find it. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, so it's right where I had it. Electric substations. This is the substation right here that have the issue here. And this is an Amtrak, a combination Amtrak and Con Ed substation. So the fire disrupted the power to the substation that's supplying power to Amtrak. So that's what's going on right now. So this is the substation right here that's being affected. Just craziness going on. Just absolute craziness. I wish we had some more views of this. There aren't a whole lot of views here. You can get maybe one from the bridge here. You can't really see into it too well. Looks like it's well fortified, but whatever the case is, something overheated or something was dried out, and all it took was a spark, and a good portion of the substation kind of went up. And I don't think it's affecting any power customers as far as Con Edison. We'll see if it is. I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not. It's mainly just affecting. Amtrak. So that's going to wrap up this update on all these fires, and I'm sure there's probably some more going on that we don't even know about. Let's just go to the NJ FFS Twitter and see if we can, should I say X? This is not the right one. That's environmental. It's not the right one. I don't know why it bounced me over there, but all right. So Jennings Creek. This is it's only listing how much is burned in New Jersey. All right. So they're mainly talking about the Jennings Creek wildfire. Don't see any other word of any other wildfires going on right now, but there could always be more. I'll just check Newsday, although we can't look at Newsday. We'll see if... No, nothing on that. Let's see if there are any other additional wildfires that are going on here. Daily Voice, Long Island. and see if there are any more that are going on here. I don't see any others right now, so, but there very well may be more. So that's all I have for you right now in the latest on all these wildfires on this very active day here as we deal with red flag warning.